Shalom Akim, brother Kamam Harhair, back at it again. First thing first, we give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors and apostles and elders on the true from GMS. Blessing to the Akim Adir preaching his word with horror, true sincerity. And blessing to the 144,000 and 1/3. The first fruits kingdom of heaven, the house of David, the Biyaf Dawadah. And Shalom to brothers out there speaking in different tongues and looking different nations. Shalom. So the water to the brother Ariyah in my camp. Shalom, brother. If you see this video, but the water for the showing me this brother's page, GMS Word of Life. This brother's page is phenomenal. So a lot of Akim, such as myself, are have their lots of what they really get into. So this video is going to be on chariots. But my point is, this brother's page, GMS Word of Life, this brother is just all about the chariots. You know what I mean? He puts up a lot of chariot videos. He finds phenomenal videos that are, through the spirit, are very authentic. I've seen a couple, but they're phenomenal footage of what he shows through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to reveal it to him and put a spirit on him to be about the chariots, and he got other brothers. Other brothers need to follow the brother. His name is Menachzak Ben Yun. I think he's from the Bay Area camp, I believe. I'm not sure, the LA camp. I'm not really sure. I know the brothers from one of those out in Cali type of west part of America, Babylon, whatever area. But the brother does a whole lot of spiritual power, going into mighty men of David and things of that nature. So brothers got their lots and what they really like to focus on in general, and they're all edifying. I totally agree. So at this particular point, what I wanted to do is I wanted to land back off the brother, man, and show some videos that has been establishing, and to see the things that's the chariots of the Most High, which call UFOs, which we call IFOs. We're able to identify what these things are. Hopefully, you brothers can hear me. I got a phone call, whatever. I'm not sure if that's going to pretty much interfere. But like I said, I wanted to land back off the brother and show some videos and get to some scriptures, because the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua is exposing the chariots of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua on a high frequent level, and the videos that are being captured now is just unparalleled. And it's like, we don't need the so-called government to so-called finally say that, oh, they really are real. Like there's thing of the Navy finally admitting that they exist and things of that nature, and they got these footages, when in reality YouTube was full of phenomenal videos, way better than what the Discovery Channel or the History Channel likes to show. Now, granted, they did show some really good footage of a chariot flying, but we didn't see phenomenal things on a regular cell phone from from seeing the same object, so-called, from 5 different phones and different perspectives. Makes it more authentic, and the high credibility of what the camera is on YouTube. And they're all over the world, and I have so far seen a couple that was phenomenal footages of the chariots. They move retarded. Ezekiel talks about how they move like lightning, and they move and turn not. The chariots are the technology of the on high is insane. So this brother right here, he put up this one here, where you'll be able to see the chariot zoomed in. Let me see if I can make this thing go up a little higher. Where he has he sees a chariot in the cloud and is moving around, and that just reminded me of Psalms 104. And see, right there, proves the scriptures in the Bible, man. It proves the Bible. It says, let me go ahead and go to it. the brother had, matter of fact, since the brother had, let me fast forward this. It was at 32. So let me kind of go here, and the brother had put it up. So I just read it from here. If it loads up, negatively, I'll just go ahead and use the scriptures that I already know. Okay, cool. That's okay. Okay, so right here we got Psalms 104:3. It said, "Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind." Right. Then it says, "Who maketh the clouds his chariot." That's exactly what you were seeing, in the clouds, because the chariots are in the clouds as disguising, man. That's why they cloak over the UFO, so-called, the chariots, so that way, it's in the form of a cloud, but it's really in the cloud. There's another video this brother had put up that was just phenomenal to prove that. The scriptures said it does that already, but the brother got a video where, it's phenomenal. Hopefully I can see it from yeah, here we go right here. Check this out right here. It's not going to be too much of a long video, but I had to land back off this brother, man. This brother got the Lord put a strong spirit on his brother to catch chariots, man. In these videos this brother got up, man, are phenomenal. They are like, some of these videos you never knew existed. But like the chariots are like, yo, listen, we don't need the government no more. The government is obsolete. All you can do is type in UFOs in YouTube, and you're gonna see some crazy looking stuff. The one video I wanted was right here, and this is perfect for Psalms 104:3. Check this out right here. This is phenomenal. Let's read it again. So this is Psalms 104:3. So this video is also laying backs off the scripture. "Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind." Right. So check this out. Now, I believe in the scriptures. I don't even know where to find that. But I know it talks about how it's like an engulfed in fire or lighted up orbs or whatever. I know the scriptures. You know what? I'm so mad. I'll figure that out another time. My next chariot video, I'll make sure I have the engulfed in fire, or roughly paraphrasing, like some type of a fiery, maybe it might have been Salakia, when Yahweh came on the scene with the Israelites on Mount Sinai. I think he was like a chariot engulfed in flames, so whatever, and lightning, and kind. So kind of. Look at that, brothers. Look at that. He maketh the clouds his chariots. Yo, it's a whole chariot sitting right there blatantly. Like, it's just visible. Like, you can actually see the chariot, and you can see the clouds over top of it, and then the fiery thing at the bottom, infiltrating how the chariot really is. Like, yo, this is all in the scriptures, man. The fiery flame of a chariot, man. Yo, this is the most phenomenal stuff. Yo, the Lord gonna come back like this. Something crazy now. But chariot can look like fiery. This chariot look like it's coming in the atmosphere. You know, like when things come in the atmosphere, and it had a little fiery type of a thing going on. We saw that in Independence Day, the first one, and I believe the second one as well. It kind of looked like it's coming in the atmosphere, but it's just sitting there. Yo, that's a chariot of the Lord. And I ain't gonna hold you. That looks very terrifying. Can you imagine something like that coming in the sky, and then like next thing you know, it just started laser beaming and doing all this crazy stuff. Lord willing, I'm one of those men that escaped that, pursuant to Isaiah 26 and 20. Matter of fact, let's get that as we talking about it. I just missed a phone call, but that's okay. The Lord come first. Let me see. Isaiah 26 and 20, I believe, or it can be reversed. I know it's those numbers. Isaiah 26 and 20. It says, "Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers," and those chambers are what we just saw in those in that chariot you just saw, the fire engulfed in fire. And it says, "And shut thy doors about thee, hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed." Right, because. And let me read 21. "For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity, and the earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain." Right. So the Lord going to come back with them, with Yahweh and the angels going to send Yahweh Shah and the angels to come down and get busy with them chariots, man. And that looked pretty freaky. I'm not even going, I can't even lie. That looks insane. Like you can imagine like something coming through the sky like that and then start doing people dirty. Yo, it looked terrifying now, and it's in a relaxation state. It's not even doing nothing. But imagine that was popping through the sky just to do damage. Yo, man. Because the scriptures did say the Lord will come in power and glory, and they'll will because of him. So, hey, man. You know what? You know what this thing also looks like? I tell you what this thing looks like and is, according to the scriptures. Yo, this is insane. This is probably one of the baddest. Now, the baddest video brothers had ever seen was probably the one where I'm not sure if it was Iraq or Iran. They were literally busting at the chariot, and they were just having fun. Just, oh man, like why don't the government want to show stuff like that? Like that's the most phenomenal video we probably ever seen, along with ones darting up in the sky, New York. I mean, there's so many different things that happen that's like the government is talking about like little stuff that's really like not that deep. And it's like, but we seeing the best of the best. Zechariah 5 and 1. This is what it looks like and is. It says, "Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And it said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll." That's what they talking about chariot. "The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Now, this is the point where it looks like and is. "Then said unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stilleth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it." And that's the point. And because a lot of them are like in the circular form, tic-tac shape form. I mean, they come in different sizes, but they're considered the curse because the Yahweh Shah is going to come with his angels and a bunch of those and going to do a lot of people dirty, man. And that definitely is a curse because when he come back in power and glory. So I wanted to definitely put this video out to double honor to the brother. Yeah, man. The water for Ariab giving me this brother's page because I really into chariots as well. And I wanted to show brothers, what chariots look like, or just in general, just edify the brothers in general with the scriptures that so-called UFOs are chariots of the Most High. Angels are driving them, not little green men, not at all. But at the end of the day, though, show the brothers these videos that are phenomenal. I think the brother's name is GMS Word of Life. Check them out. You can see some phenomenal stuff. The Lord is showing Himself on a high frequency level. So I brought this out, just edifying to the brothers, man, just to motivate them. Yahweh Shah's on his way, man, with them angels, man, doing their thing. Yahweh, He is to be, exists, by Hashem, in the name, and the only begotten Son of the Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shah. By Hashem in the name, and the Holy Spirit, the Rakak Wadash, double honors and apostles that I learned the truth from GMS. And blessing to the Akim Adar preacher His word with whole our true sincerity. And blessing to the 144,000 and 1/3, the first fruits kingdom of heaven, house of David, the Biyaf Dawadah. And shalom to you brothers out there speaking in different tongues and looking in different nations. Shalom.